My name is Onyx. Although in the radio world, I know that there are some things. And in just a few minutes, you're going to see a presentation about a phenom, a lady of outstanding talent. When I got my first gig as a music director and media host in Memphis, the man that got me into radio, Larry Steele, said, I've got two pieces of advice for you. The first, watch out for those folks in Memphis. The second, there's one person you can trust. Her name is Johnnie Walker. Now, at that time, I didn't know that she previously held the job that I had just landed. Went on to join Def Jam. I also didn't know she commanded her time slot when on the air. And to this day, many in Memphis and the Mid-South still rave about Lady J. I had some huge shoes to fill. What I want you to know is Johnnie is and always has been driven. Now, as a single mother, working a factory job, she wanted to be in radio. So twice a week, she drove 100 miles each way to go to broadcasting school. After graduating, she got an all-white country station, not only to hire, but also to start playing R&B music. And they made money. Now, that determination carried on at Def Jam because she became a self-made marketing genius with creative flair. I can tell you later about hauling hundreds of bags of broken ice cookies to FedEx just before they closed to send radio in support of LL's pink cookies in a plastic bag and getting crushed by the rising from Def Jam Regional all the way to Senior Vice President and then Head of Black Music for DreamWorks. Johnnie shattered numerous glass ceilings, but has always been passionate about supporting and uplifting other women in music and entertainment, especially those who wanted to become part of our group. That's how NYC.Well was born more than 20 years ago, and is now comprised of 20 networks, including in Africa and Canada. Johnnie continued to work to support gifted artists by becoming music commissioner for the city of Memphis for 10 years. I'm going to wrap this up and tell you the one thing that Johnnie is most passionate about. The thing she loves the most, that's her family. She's a dedicated mother and devoted Gmod to her grandchildren. Now let's watch a video and see why Johnnie is receiving this prestigious award.
Johnnie Walker is a trailblazer who rose to the top of the radio and music industry during a time when it was much harder for Black women to do so, beginning her career as a country music radio personality before segueing into Black radio as an announcer and program director. The Mississippi native never failed to make an impression. After joining the iconic hip-hop label Def Jam as their regional marketing rep in 1989, Walker was soon promoted to National Director of Promotion, then Senior National Director, and Senior Vice President of Promotions, up first for the legendary label. Walker's innovative marketing and promotional campaigns were instrumental in launching the careers of many artists, including Redman, Method Man, Montell Jordan, and Ashanti. They also kept Def Jam at the top of the charts with numerous gold and platinum albums from the likes of Jay-Z, LL Cool J, DMX, Ja Rule, and Musiq Soulchild, powering Russell Simmons' many other ventures, including Def Comedy Jam, Bat Farm Clothing, and the big screen blockbusters The Nutty Professor, and The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps, starring Eddie Murphy, and the Buddy Cop films, Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2, starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, he co-produced. Walker also won big. As head of Black music for DreamWorks Records and music commissioner for the city of Memphis, Walker firmly established herself as an industry mover and shaker. shaking as she received many awards, including Rainbow Push Women of Conscious Award and Delta Sigma Sigma's Osceola Award. Sharing her wealth of experience, she currently serves on the Music Industry Relations Collective Advisory Board for the Nashville-based National Museum of African American Music. NAFEM, the National Association of Black Female Executives in Music and Entertainment, which she founded in 1999 and officially launched in 2000 with a reach across the U.S., Canada, and the African continent, is arguably her greatest triumph. Shonda Rhimes, Suzanne DePass, Sylvia Rowan, Janetta B. Cole, and Nikki Giovanni are just a few of the powerhouse women achievers who have attended the NAFEM International Women's Leadership Summit. Walker has also showcased and amplified female artists through the long-running Women Who Jam. For empowering Black women across the media landscape is why Johnnie Walker is the Living Legends Foundation's Mount Bernardo Female Executive Award winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mike Bernardo Female Executive Award honoree, my mentor, my friend, Johnnie Walker.
For honoring my grandmother, and I would also like to thank everybody who supported my grandmother throughout her career. When I think of my grandmother's career, I just can't help but to be inspired. Her impact on the music industry has shown me that anything is achievable through hard work and dedication. I would just like to thank all of you guys for coming out again tonight, and have a great rest of the night.
You know what they say? Train your child. Real quick, I just want to thank everyone. Certainly want to thank the Living Legends Foundation for this prestigious award. I want to thank my crew, part of my crew. Well, this is my family, my daughter, my granddaughter, and my sisters from NAFEM over there. Make some noise. I want to thank my partner in crime, Robert Johnson. He might have stepped out. Oh, there he is with the camera. And my nephew, who's the president of Kroger, the Delta Division. The 35th International President for 5 Acre City, right? So presidential. Real quick, what I'd like to really express to you, when I was promoted to Vice President, literally, I was scared to death. I was terrified because I'm like, okay, so who's going to lead me? Who's going to follow me? Who's going to care? This is horrible. But I was not going to not take the job. And so when I got to New York trying to figure out exactly what to do, I called Mike. That's why this award is full circle for me. It's like, it's so surreal. So I called Mike and I said, Mike, listen, I'm taking a gig. I'm going to be vice president. I'm scared of that. I shared my fears with her. And it's like she said it to me yesterday. She pulled me bra straps up. You got this. So, she laid it out for me. She said, when the call starts, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to ask. This is how you're going to tell your staff what you want from them. She laid the whole thing out for me. And the really cool thing about Mike, the next day she said, how'd it go? What did they say? What did it look like? But back then, you have to go for ads. Right? How many ads did you get? How many did you protect? I mean, she was like right there with me the whole time. Even when I started NAFEM, Mike was running a 331 Foundation at that time. And she told me, she said, listen, everybody's not going to like what you're doing. Everybody's not going to support you. Everybody's not going to be there. But you got to hang in there. If you believe in your mission, then you just got to stay there. Mike Bernardo was our first NAFEM shooter. First. Every time that when we were planning stuff, anytime I needed somebody to speak, anytime I just didn't really know which way I was going, I could always call Mike.
Mike would say, okay, this is no good. This is gonna call. I tried to call him, they didn't pick up, Mike. No word, I called for you. So, Mike, wow. Well, let me tell you something. You may have seen me post some black and white pictures of Mike Bernardo with some of the, other legends, Frankie Crocker, folks like that in our industry. Mike's family sent those pictures to me. And they said, Mike would want you to have these photographs. So I know she's smiling at me right now, going, really? I know she is. Mike, she always had my back. Really, she got my back tonight because I probably wouldn't be here had I not been able to just have her right there. Almost any time when things were not going the way I thought they should be going, I always pick up the phone and call Mike. And she would always say, the challenges are going to be there, but you're going to be okay. One thing we used to always say, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will guide your path. It's been good. Thank you, Mike.